Good afternoon, Librans, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. I certainly hope everyone is doing just fine out there. Okay? If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay? Cross watchers out there, I certainly appreciate you as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep in mind to check your rising moon and Venus here. Okay? Rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, that this reading will not resonate for each and every one of you Librans out there. However, the message contained herein, I certainly hope that it offers you food for thought. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be doing a gypsy reading here. Okay, and so that you understand the dynamics of this reading, I'm going to go in and just, give you a brief overview of what I like to do here. Okay, so with these cards, there are only 25 of these cards in the deck. Okay, so it's almost just like connecting a puzzle. So depending upon the orientation of how the card falls, and there are four placements here, it's not just two as in tarot. Okay, it's like a tremendous amount of interpretations to kind of embrace here. All right, so again, it depends on how the card fall that determines the interpretation. So basically, I'm going to cover basically what comes up here, okay? Not only to just include romance, but whatever that, appears here, okay? So let's go on and get started by just examining, ladies and gentlemen, the first picture that we see that falls here. We have the scales, ladies and gentlemen. So with that card or picture, that symbol falls in the fourth position, okay? And there are, again, four positions. Usually the first position is the best position. And as kind of sends it, weakens here, all right? So this one is perhaps in the worst position here. So the fourth position. So basically this shows that some unlawful action that some of you may be doing, it's going to have some type of consequences here because this card is all about justice. And of course, fairness prevails when this symbol comes up, particularly in this position. So I'm seeing a very serious legal debacle that some of you will be experiencing during this time period. And this reading is valid into the end of February here. Okay, some of you may even already be in this legal debacle here, but it looks like that is something illegal I'm getting. I'm also seeing a serious crime. I'm seeing someone actually going to jail here. And it looks like that this person I'm getting here, it seems that is an ongoing thing that I'm getting here, ladies and gentlemen. So it could be you, unfortunately, or it could be someone who's close to you here. But I'm just feeling that this person, the reading is suggesting that someone is about to commit some type of a crime here, and they're going to be very unhappy here. Or if it's not that, I'm kind of feeling that some of you may even contemplating harming or seeking revenge on someone. And whatever it is that you're doing or contemplating, this reading assures you that it's going to backfire against you. So be very careful. Thread carefully, I'm getting here with this, okay? Because this is a very warning that it's unarresting, ladies and gentlemen. So be sure to heed this advice, all right? The next symbol that we have here, we have fire there. All right. So with that card, that symbol actually that falls in the first position. So this shows that someone is certainly is going to come into your life. And it looks like that for some of you, it could potentially be someone new here. But they're going to incite great sexual tensions and passions, okay? And it's all about you being tempted here, I'm kind of getting. And if it's not a new lover for you singles out there, or even it could be a new lover for you guys who are already involved with someone. It could even potentially be that, ladies and gentlemen, you're just strengthening a relationship that you're presently in, okay? And if it's not from a more romantic type standpoint, it could be a passion or something that you are working diligent towards here. This card is giving you to go ahead here. Take a leap of faith here that I'm getting with that, okay? The next symbol, ladies and gentlemen, that we have here I'd like to review here is the lily. All right. So with the lily, this symbol falls in the fourth position here. And this is all about faithfulness. I'm seeing a lot of strong air energy, and as well as water energy and fire. I'm seeing a lot of that in this reading here. Okay. So getting back to that lily here, this card is a symbol is all about faithfulness, and it's all about jealousy. Okay. And usually when you see this card, that symbol in particular, it usually kind of tells you that some of you kind of are suspicious that maybe your lover or someone with whom you are involved, is cheating here. And this symbol usually would tell you that they're not cheating and that your fate, that what you're thinking you know, is just useless. Okay? But, ladies and gentlemen, since you have this snake that's also there here, your suspicions have in fact been confirmed here because of that snake. Because I'm seeing that someone with whom you are involved, it seems like I'm seeing a loss of love here. There's really no connection that you have. I think that I'm kind of feeling that perhaps, it's a love based on lies, a love based on favor, like a pay to play type thing, or something that, sure, financial things are at center here. Someone is using somebody or playing somebody that I'm kind of getting here, just seeing those connections. And for some of you, the person appears to be a bit older, I'm getting here for some of you. Strongly getting that out of there. I'm feeling a slimmer person for some of you. I'm also seeing a heavier set person, but someone that's very fiery, someone that's very arrogant, someone that's very narcissistic. It seems that you have a unrequited type situation here. And even though, ladies and gentlemen, you have this flame here with this new person entering, you're still going to have to be very careful here because you have this snake here. So a snake still is lurking. So no one wants to be true anymore. It's all about, agendas here that I'm seeing in most of these readings. So rest assured that that element is in fact lurking in your reading as well here. Okay? So let's move right along, ladies and gentlemen, to the next picture that we have here, in which you have another troubling picture. You have the devil or demons, and it's not just one demon. You see that it's two. Okay, so you seem to be, you guys are just kind of juggling multiple lovers. I'm getting here. That's in your reading here, and this reading is kind of suggesting that you might have take some action to kind of, eliminate some of these irons and the fire that you have here. You have too many of it, because this with this symbol, it's all about being tempted, or again, to further emphasize the revenge aspect of what some of you may be feeling, is all about revenge. Okay, it shows a very conflicting type situation where you are at odds with someone or will be, right? And because this symbol falls in position 2, okay, it's kind of urging you to try to take the more high road here. It's almost like it's telling you to, turn the other cheek, if you will. Okay, because it certainly looks like an argument is going to transpire, and it might be best for you to, just before confronting in person, I'm getting, let the situation cool down, or maybe you just simply need to cool down before you make the matter worse than what it is. All right. The next symbol you have, ladies and gentlemen, is the pig. All right. So with the pig there, that symbol falls in position 3. So it looks like that you or someone around you seems to be very greedy about materialistic type things, okay? And I feel that some of you may even be contemplating, or even in fact spending, or will be spending a bit too lavishly here. Buying things that you want, but you really don't need, ladies and gentlemen. And you're buying these things so much so that it's going to cause a problem with your financial situation later, okay? So the key here is to try to avoid taking, financial risks, okay? Because I feel that things are gonna, it looks like it's gonna backfire. I'm seeing a lot of things backfiring against you, particularly during this period, okay? And for those of you, ladies and gentlemen, who are in fact, as I said here, secretly having multiple romantic partners, Destruction is going to come, I feel. It's going to come out, and someone is going to find out. Like I said, maybe you may be with someone else and they're going to discover it, or maybe someone with whom you're dealing is going to be with someone else and you're going to discover. But either way, I'm seeing a destructive type tower type situation that seems to crop up in your life here. All right. And then the next symbol we have, ladies and gentlemen, is the letters. All right. So with the letters, that certainly shows that many of you have been waiting to receive some type of information or even, in fact, hear from someone here. Okay? And it could be someone that you've been really contemplating, someone that lives at a distance, I'm getting. Okay? It could be an email type, I mean, not an email, but an internet type connection that some of you may have here. But here again, I'm feeling that that person is going to be reaching out to you, or you're going to receive some type of communication from this person. And I feel this person is going to propose or try to come at you as if they want a more serious type commitment with you. All right. Or it could potentially be a promotion, a new job, or either a raise also are possible. But you have to keep in mind is that you still have this snake lurking. And snakes are all about manipulation. They're all about betrayal. So you're really going to have to be very vigilant and, just keep your wits about yourself with this person that I'm getting. All right. So let's go on and just look at the remaining symbols here because we also have a few other important ones to discuss here. We have the dagger. All right. So having a dagger here, again, is not necessarily a good symbol here because it shows that someone is really going to insult you in some way or hurt your pride or just, cause some havoc on your self esteem here. Okay. Or they just, with their vicious mouth, it could be that snake there. They're just going to attack you harshly, I'm getting. All right. And then let's look at the last card here that you have here because it kind of adds more information into your reading here. So this is the last card. Okay. So we're going to discuss the books first. So with the book, ladies and gentlemen, as you would imagine, of course, is all about news, but in this case, secret news. Okay. The news that I was telling you that some of you are going to discover a secret. All right. So you're going to definitely discover a secret. And I think that this secret will allow you or better enable you to have your hands around this situation here that's kind of been troubling you. All right. And then next, ladies and gentlemen, you have the knot. All right. So with the knot, this is all about karmic type connection, reincarnation. Okay. It's all about problems and various types of entanglements here that I'm getting. So despite this card is kind of symbol is telling you that despite all of the things that you are going through, you're going through this because you're learning an important karmic type lesson and you've been with this person for multiple lifetimes here. All right. And it seems that your attachment to this person, ladies and gentlemen, it transcends time and space here that I'm getting in. It looks like you, as I said, you've been with this person in many lifetimes, okay? And this card assures you that, really, ladies and gentlemen, you certainly aren't alone here. And looking at this last card that's on your reading here, you have this angel. That certainly, ladies and gentlemen, assures you that you are not, in fact, alone. Because I feel that maybe some of you might have lost someone recently, or you may have just lost somebody, period. And you're just really, they've just been in your head and on your mind, and you just been, really wondering, is anyone up there and seeing the problems that I'm going through, and is anyone else helping me up here? I mean, down here on earth. So what I like to do, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to shift hats right now, and I'm just going to go on and try to tune in to what this spirit is really trying to tell you, okay? And then following that, I'm going to select 20 letters from this bag of 200 letters to help you identify the spirit that's helping you. All right? Isn't that nice here? Okay? So I'm going to go on and take a few breaths here, and I'm going to tune in to get a few messages here from spirit. The spirit wants you to know from this departed spirit. For some of you, if that's, has been something that has been troublesome to you, okay? One thing that the spirit is saying here is that they've been noticing that you've been crying a lot, and they want you to know that tears really cleanse the soul, and it's a good thing to get, you know, your crying out, get your hurt out, and don't hold it in here that I'm getting here. Okay, understand that when you came here in this incantation here, you came here to just learn a lesson. And just like going to college or just going to school, earth is just like taking a class. It's just like a school. And this is what spirit wants you to really know. And this spirit wants you to know that they can, in fact, be in several places at one time. I'm getting a sense for some of you that it looks like this spirit also, for some of you, kind of had a connection to horse or nature that I'm getting here. Horses or a horse that I'm getting for some of you. All right. And just like a horse can travel, right, to many places. A spirit can just think of wherever he or she wants to go, and then that's where they're going to go here, all right? And they want you to know that they were met by so many loving people who preceded him or her. You know, they were greeted nicely. They didn't, you know, they weren't not alone here. And they want you to know the people that they met up with was, in fact, the rest of their family here. I'm also seeing a little girl here. Okay, I'm seeing a little girl that may have preceded somebody. I'm seeing also, it looks like a mother, and it could even in fact be a father or either a brother that I'm kind of getting that, you know, is coming through. And for some of you, this person might have died with something having to do with water or something for some of you. All right, they want you to continue to remember them by the memories that you two created. It looks like that a lot of you had pictures or you have, you know, some of the spirit's belongings still. And the spirit is saying, just hold on to that and remember that I know that you have these. That's how I know what you're going through right now. Okay? And I'm going to go on to give you one more message and then I'm going to select these letters for you. The last message here is that the spirit is saying that, you know, if they wish that if they had known now, because after they got over to the other side, they had a chance to review their lives here and the lives that they led here on earth. And what they're saying is that if they only had known then, ladies and gentlemen, what they knew now, they would have definitely lived their lives a bit more difficult. I mean, a bit more differently. And they want you to know, too, okay, I'm getting another message that they do come in your dreams a lot. And they want you to know that those uh, dreams are true here, okay? And all you have to do is just to reach out and think of them or just whatever it is. Just because someone has died, they haven't, the spirit has not died, and you still can talk to them. They can hear you, okay? So let's do something interesting here. I'm going to select 20 letters, ladies and gentlemen, out of this bag of 200 letters, all right? To kind of help you identify, perhaps for those of you who are, you know, kind of struggling over a loss, to just see if, you know, the issues match who you are contemplating, okay? And it might just as easily spell out the spirit's whole name here for a lot of you, okay? So let's go on and get those letters, and I'm going to call them all back to you. Okay. We have an N, a W, a T, a W. We have an E, an S, another E, an R, M, N, X, S, A. 7 more letters, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we have an N, a T, a V, an L, another T, an A, okay, and an O. All right. So again, it might give you some indication of who the spirit might be. It may spell the name out completely. It may spell it almost, but it's going to give you some type of indications, either the first, middle, or the last name here. Okay. So let me go on and just call these back to you so you can make sure that each of you has them. Okay. We have two A's. There are three N's. All right. Two E's. There's an O, a V, three T's, an L, an X, an M, two W's, two S's, as well as an R, ladies and gentlemen. All right? So I'm going to go on and just take out a few of my oracle cards here just to shuffle them up quite a bit and just to see what additional messages that I can give you here. So, Spirit, give us a few additional messages that you'd like me to share with Libras here from now until the end of next month here. Okay? Something, messages that can be used to help them get the inner peace that their heart so seeks here. Okay, let's see what we have. Understand, ladies and gentlemen, there is strength in doing nothing. Okay? You see, your reading has been telling you that it might need to let a situation cool down here. This card is telling you to wait here. Okay? Ask yourself, what have you been forcing? And how can you let go of the outcome, ladies and gentlemen? Ask yourself, that's very important. Okay? Understand that your true tribe can't show up, ladies and gentlemen, until you do. Okay? How can you show more of the real you? How can you be a bit more authentic here? Okay? Understand that you certainly cannot make a mistake because there are infinite possibilities available to you. And as you've seen from the reading, Spirit is here assisting you. So ask yourself, where is your heart guiding you? All right? Understand that your purpose, ladies and gentlemen, is a personal expansion. Okay? How can you be more intentional with your choices and really live with more purpose, ladies and gentlemen? That's certainly something that's necessary for you. All right? So what I'm going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, because it seems that you do have a snake lurking, all right, or someone around whom you need to be a bit more vigilant, I'm going to go on and try to help you as well identify that person as well by selecting 20 additional letters for you, okay? So, Spirit, give me the 20 letters of the person that's appearing as a snake. It could be this new person that you might meet or have met, or it could be someone from whom you've been estranged or someone existing. So let's see. 20 letters, Spirit. Okay, we have a D, an E, another D, T, C, M, T, A, E, S, E, P, E, H, A, another A, E, R, R. Let's see how we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, and one more letter. And then I'll call those back to you, okay? And we have an O, all right? So we have two D's, five E's, okay? There are three A's. We have an O, an M, two T's, an H, two R's, an S, a C, as well as a P here. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at a few things that you might consider surrendering, okay, as you move forward during this time period here. A few things that you might consider letting go, all right, in your pursuit for inner peace here. Let's see. Surrender worry, ladies and gentlemen, which is very important here. Try to make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. Because when worries arise, breathe them out of your body and focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is always guiding you. Surrender frustration, okay? Because frustration doesn't open any doors. And the key to resolving a dilemma, or in fact dissolving a block, is to take a break. Center yourself and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly here. And ultimately important, surrender to what is. Try to flow with what is instead of fighting against the currents here. Because when you can't change your situation, compassionately accepting it actually as it is will bring you the peace that you certainly need here. And certainly surrender effortlessness, okay? Try to stop pushing so hard because the art of living means going with the flow instead of, ladies and gentlemen, trying here to force the river, okay? So in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to leave you with an evocative message, an additional message that Spirit would like you to know here. Okay, and it will be read through a postcard. All right, I'm going to read it now. Dear you, do you feel like you need to do all the work and fix everything for everyone, or you might have no value? Maybe you think you need to control everything, or else nothing will get done. Be healed, be completed, etc. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you, or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome. But we don't think that would be a good choice. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, do something differently. Set that boundary. Delegate responsibility to another. Ask for your needs to be met. And when faced with an impossible situation or sticky, enmeshed relationship, repeat this mantra. I didn't cause it. I can't control it. And it's not my job to cure it. Then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part is everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. Love you so much. So, Librans, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. Be sure to like and share, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe if you've yet to subscribe, and be sure to tap that bell so that you can receive other readings from me. Okay, if you'd like to donate, you can certainly send those over via Cash App, okay, or via PayPal, and all of that information is in fact provided in my description box. Okay, I look forward to hearing your comments, and do have a blessed day. Thanks a lot.